Hello everyone, my name is Aarti Shah. I am a MSc Part 2 student and I am from SNDT University. Here I am going to explain about ICP sources. So what is ICP sources? First, ICP stands for inductively coupled plasma. It is a type of plasma source in which the energy supplied by electric current in which are produced by electromagnetic induction, that is by time varying magnetic field. It is a method used to detect and measure element to analyze chemical sample. It is a method. The process is based on ionization of sample by an extremely hot plasma, usually made from argon gas. Here, other gas are also used, but due to contamination, only argon gas are used. Since contamination in the gas might quench the torch, hence only argon gas are used. The success of ICP leans on its capability to analyze a large amount of samples in a short period with very good detection limits for most of the elements. ICP sources are used to excite atoms for atomic emission spectroscopy and to ionize atoms for MS, that is mass spectroscopy. The next slide is for ICP block diagram, and the next one is what is plasma source. When matter is heated to very high temperature, it turns into a plasma. Such plasma can emit X-rays, and there are two sources. First, discharge plasma sources. X-rays are emitted from hot plasma when the current is an electric discharge in a low pressure gas. Example, nitrogen is increasing extremely fast by discharging a huge capacitor. The resulting strong magnetic field is pinching the discharge to an increasingly small volume with rising temperature until the discharge is converted to a plasma. And second one, laser induced plasma sources. When the light of a high energy laser pulse hits a target, heating it to plasma temperature, then X-rays are emitted. How ICP is generated? So, an ICP can be generated by directing the energy of radio frequency generator into a suitable gas, usually ICP argon. As I told, other gases uh, are used are used, but um, due to contaminants, argon gas is used in ICP. Coupling is achieved by generating a magnetic field by passing a high frequency electric current through a cooled induction coil. This inductor generates a rapidly oscillating magnetic field oriented in the vertical plane of the coil. Ionization of flowing argon is initiated by a sparkle from a Tesla coil. The resulting ions and the associated electrons from the Tesla coil then interact with the fluctuating magnetic field. This generates enough energy to ionize more argon atoms by collision excitation. The electrons generated in the magnetic field are accelerated perpendicular to the torch. At high speeds, cations and electrons known as eddy current will collide with argon atoms to produce further ionization, which causes a significant temperature rise. Within 2 ms, a steady state is created with a high electron density. A plasma is created in the top of the torch. The temperature within the plasma ranges from 6000 to 10,000 K. A long, bell-dependent tail emerges from the top of the high temperature plasma on the top of the torch. This torch is the spectroscopic sources. It contains all the analyzed atoms and ions that have been excited by the heat of the plasma. Instrument part. The sample is nebulized and entered in the flow of plasma support gas, which is typically argon. The plasma torch consists of concentric quartz tube with the inner tube containing the sample aerosol and argon support gas, and the outer tube containing an argon gas flow to cool the tubes. A radio frequency generator uh, produces, produces an oscillating current in an induction coil that wraps around the tubes. The induction coil creates an oscillating magnetic field which produces an oscillating magnetic field. The magnetic field is in turn set up an oscillating current in the ions and electrons of the support gas, that is argon gas. These ions or electrons transfer energy to other atoms in the support gas by collision to create a very high temperature plasma. Advantages of ICP sources. There are lots of advantages of ICP. First one is ICP is that all the elements can be measured simultaneously. All metals in the sample will be atomized at the same time and are emitting light. Another advantage is that the high number of ions and free electrons suppress the ionization of other elements being measured, thereby increasing the number of neutral atoms whose emission is being measured. A final advantage of the plasma is that there are now methods to introduce the atoms into a mass spectrometer (MS). The use of the mass spectrometer may further reduce certain matrix effect. Also, mass spectrometry usually provides more sensitive detection than emission spectroscopy. It is very high sensitive. And the last one is low ionization of analyzed due to the argon ionization. So where the ICP sources are used, there are some techniques, and these techniques are ICP mass spectroscopy, ICP atomic emission spectroscopy, ICP optical emission spectroscopy, and ICP ultraviolet spectroscopy, where ICP sources are used. The application of ICP sources. Example of application of ICP AES include the determination of metals in wine, arsenic is food, and trace elements bound to proteins. ICP OES is widely used in mineral processing to provide the data on grade of various streams for the construction of mass balance. ICP-MS is having the application in forensic, gold characterization, food analysis, and nuclear and industrial area. The conclusion part of ICP is ICP is ideal choice for laboratory that is seeking for lowest possible detection limits and highest level of productivity. ICP OS is the best method for trace analysis is in tin-based alloys. The result could be an indication for the influence of trace impurities on the formation of tin paste. ICP measure almost all the elements. Hence, ICP OS are very much important. And with this, I completed, and thank you very much.